Chapter 2. What civil liability includes. Article 104. What is included in civil liability? The civil liability established in Articles 100, 101, 102, and 103 of this Code includes 1. Restitution. 2. Reparation of the damage caused. 3. Indemnification for consequential damages. Article 105. Restitution. How made? The restitution of the thing itself must be made whenever possible, with allowance for any deterioration or diminution of value as determined by the court. The thing itself shall be restored, even though it be found in the possession of a third person who has acquired it by lawful means, saving to the latter his action against the proper person, who may be liable to him. This provision is not applicable in cases in which the thing has been acquired by the third person in the manner and under the requirements which, by law, bar an action for its recovery. Article 106. Reparation. How made? The court shall determine the amount of damage, taking into consideration the price of the thing, whenever possible, and its special sentimental value to the injured party, and reparation shall be made accordingly. Article 107. Indemnification. What is included? Indemnification for consequential damages shall include not only those caused the injured party, but also those suffered by his family or by a third person by reason of the crime. Article 108. Obligation to make restoration, reparation for damages, or indemnification for consequential damages and actions to demand the same, upon whom it devolves. The obligation to make restoration or reparation for damages and indemnification for consequential damages devolves upon the heirs of the person liable. The action to demand restoration, reparation, and indemnification likewise descends to the heirs of the person injured. Article 109. Share of each person civilly liable. If there are two or more persons civilly liable for a felony, the courts shall determine the amount for which each must respond. Article 110. Several and subsidiary liability of principals, accomplices and accessories of a felony, preference in payment. Notwithstanding the provisions of the next preceding article, the principals, accomplices, and accessories, each within their respective class, shall be liable severally, in solidum, among themselves for their quotas, and subsidiaries for those of the other persons liable. The subsidiary liability shall be enforced, first against the property of the principals, next, against that of the accomplices, and, lastly, against that of the accessories. Whenever the liability in solidum or the subsidiary liability has been enforced, the person by whom payment has been made shall have a right of action against the others for the amount of their respective shares. Article 111. Obligation to make restitution in certain cases. Any person who has participated gratuitously in the proceeds of a felony shall be bound to make restitution in an amount equivalent to the extent of such participation.